everyone, welcome to Midday Plays Live. I am your host, Mindy Hahn. Filling in for my sister, Tiffany. Of course, she's been missing most of this week, but she had a work luncheon she had to attend today. So hopefully we could get her back at least one time this week. At least we're hoping so. So you don't have to suffer through me most of the time. But I am glad that you guys are all here again. We had a great night yesterday. So hopefully we can get that done for you again today. But please go ahead and like, subscribe, click on the bell to get those latest notifications because you never want to miss out when we go live with our midday picks. And again, we are here every Monday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern. So it's in your best interest to show up. Like, don't miss. All right. So yeah, we had a good day yesterday. Premium side, I went 6-3. For the show plays, went 7-2. So hopefully everyone out there had a great day. I'm excited. Like, I want to see all of your winners in the chat. I want to just let me know how you guys did. All right. Well, let's say hi to some folks here as well. Ron, he's the first one to stop by. Had a good night, so ready to go. Then Ash is here. Want to say hi to Ron. They were all in there chatting before the show started. Bionic, hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while there either. And of course, Thomas Lewis is here today to bring us some more winners. Thomas, how did you do last night? I'm sure you had a great day as well. So yeah, yesterday, I think the name of the game was kind of more NBA. We had those 3 blowouts in college football, like we kind of thought they probably would be. All of the big favorites there covered pretty easily. We got some overtime winners there in the NBA, some good action. I thought it was a pretty decent slate yesterday. Perhaps we found out about a lot about teams that we just weren't really, sure about. That's even what Ron is saying. Hey, what happened with the Bucks, right? They should have cleaned house, but what's going to happen today? I don't know. I'll give you some of my thoughts on these. He said he likes the over on the Bucks game here today. Indiana, those Pacers just put up 286 in their last 2 games. That is true for sure. Had a good night in NHL there as well. So, like I said, pretty good night for sports. But today is where all things happen, right? The NFL. It's the big Thursday night Amazon Prime game that we just can't wait for. The Panthers and the Bears. I mean, who doesn't want, the Panthers and the Bears like every Thursday? I don't know. They're not my favorites, but who knows? I mean, maybe if it was 1985, I might be more excited about this. Oh, wait. But then I guess the Panthers wouldn't have been around then. All right. But Ron said, hey, I called the Timberwolves. Yes, we put it out on the show because we weren't sure if you're going to be here. We said, hey, this is Ron's best play of the day. Take the Timberwolves. Oh, yeah. I kind of saw something about Giannis getting tossed on Twitter. Didn't really see too much about it. But Thomas Lewis is already saying, hey, give me those Chicago Bears today. I like the Bears at home. Again, I'll give you my picks here real quick. But make sure you guys get over to Tony'sPicks.com. That's, again, where we have our best of the best from our hottest internet cappers around that you can find. Or where should I say? YouTube, internet, interwebs, all of that. But we got some great folks there. You can check out the leaderboard. You can check out guaranteed best bets. You can check out 3-packs, 5-packs, 7-packs. We even have player props. So a whole bunch of cool stuff at Tony's Picks. So make sure you go ahead and get over there and use the promo code TonyT at checkout. All right, you guys, do me a favor before we get started. Close your chat, hit the like, and then get back in the chat. All right, you can do it. All right, but Ron said, hey, how about the Bears money line for me? So it looks like we have so far a little bit of consensus here in the chat. So you have to let us know who you guys like. I feel like I shouldn't start with the Bears game yet. So, hey, let's go to college football. Why not, right? We have Virginia tonight versus Louisville. This one here, Louisville is favored by 20.5. have Louisville covering by 21.97. So kind of the thinnest of margins here again today. So it's kind of up to you if this is one that you would be interested in playing. I'm not really interested unless maybe I do something where I tease it, maybe down to 14, something like that, to give me a little bit of leeway, right? More comfortability with this play. And it's kind of the same thing here with Southern Miss. And I wrote down Louisville again, but I know it's Louisiana. I know that for sure. Those Raging Cajuns, they're favored by 10.5, and I have them winning by 12.69. So again, I have Louisiana covering this one, but of course, it's again really thin, the margin of victory. These are probably not games that I'm going to be on, but I'm just going to go ahead and give you my leans anyway. And again, if you want to go ahead and tease this to maybe 6 points or a touchdown, probably be okay with that one there as well. So there's a couple in college football. Some more good ones tomorrow, so can't wait for those. Let's go ahead then and move into the NBA since there's only a couple here. I'll give you my leans overall on these. So here's what Ron said. Hey, I like the Pacers tonight. Well, guess what, Ron? Here's my pick. It's going to be the Pacers. I like the Pacers today on the money line. I'll take them out, like say minus 160. Also like the over in this one, like you talked about, 243. I like the over in this one as well. That's how I'm leaning. Again, these are plays I'm, I'll probably put together or I'll tease it. These are not ones that I specifically like outright. They don't have the biggest variances out there. Other than that, I like the Magic plus 3.5. Again, I'd probably ditch the half and take it at something like +4, +6. Give myself a couple extra baskets. And in this one, I do like the under 231. But again, probably not going to be too much into these unless tease them, put them into a parlay, something like that. So again, I'm giving you leans, and what you want to do with your sports books is up to you. But a lot of them, again, they give you free same game parlays. They give you boosters. So I do think that you want to go ahead and take advantage of those things. All right, let's turn to the NHL. I love the NHL card tonight. I love the NHL. So if you're a subscriber of mine, you are going to get 11 plays in the NHL tonight. So you can find me over at tonyspicks.com. You can buy my packages today, or you can say, hey, I want to go ahead and take, Mindy's packages for 7 days. And again, use that promo code TonyT at checkout. But yeah, I have 11 plays. Love the card tonight. I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser here. Something that you can play that have higher odds, maybe put them in a 3-game parlay. I do like the Canadians today on the puck line at +1.5. I do like those Wile E. Coyotes tonight at +1.5. I'm kind of almost looking for them to go ahead and win this one outright tonight. And then I'm also looking at perhaps the Kraken tonight winning this one, but I'm going to go ahead and take the +1.5 here. This is one I might almost go ahead and take the 2. It's kind of right on the edge of the variances that I like for these. But again, these are some of my favorite plays on the puck line that have higher odds that you could put these games together, right? To give yourself a better chance of winning, to give yourself the higher overall odds rather than, paying minus 294 or something like that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this hockey card. So can't wait for tonight. All right. So here is the big game that we were talking about, right? Let's see. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll give you a little bit of a same game parlay here. This is one my sister was going to do that she put together. She likes to play at BetMGM. So this is where this one comes from. And so you can kind of go ahead and, look around to which sports books that you can find that can maybe give you the best deal, right? All right. So we're going to start out with some player props here, and then I'll give you the final picks here for what I think is going to happen tonight in this Bears-Panthers game on Amazon Prime. I feel like I'm just, here to, promote things. It's true, though. It's true. I guess before we get to that, we'll say, Ron, he says, hey, I'm leaning over Pacers Milwaukee, but he said I probably won't touch a total. Like we said, this is one of those, if you want to have a teaser type of day, maybe only, take it down 10 points, something like that, in case, we're really off pace. That could be something. Want to say hi to Darren also. He's one of our loyal fans. So we appreciate you, Darren. That's for sure. All right. So we're going to start with a little bit of a same game parlay. We're going to go ahead and take Bryce Young over 10 yards rushing. All right. He averages 16.7 yards per game. We also have actually like a Bears team that does not like to sack anyone. I mean, they are literally 32nd in sacks. So that means, they probably are going to have pressure. They're probably going to get to him, but it sounds like Badgett will but Young will probably go ahead and get away from him. So, I mean, I think he is probably going to be able to get this 10 yards rushing here today. So don't mind this play at all. And the Bears have also allowed quarterbacks 5 times to have 10 plus rushing yards against them for quarterbacks, right? All right. So then let's go ahead and move to Chuba Hubbard. This is an interesting play, right? Because we know that the Panthers can't run the ball at all. I kind of actually looked at playing his stats under today, but it's Thursday night. I like to have good food and drinks, and I don't really want to root for an under. So I'm just gonna pass on that. But that's something you can take a look at, maybe going under on his rushing yards. I just don't think there's gonna be a lot there. I mean, rushing yards per game. The Bears are 4th in the NFL, but the Panthers are 24th. So they're not great at running the ball here. So one thing they are good at, though, is maybe passing to their receivers. So we're going to take Chuba Hubbard over 10 yards receiving. He runs more routes than basically any other, running back that there is out there on their team, out of the other 2. Let's just say that. So I do think he'll have a pretty decent time with getting the 10 yards receiving, just because he does run all of those routes pretty well. And then we're going to go ahead and move to the Bears here. We're going to take Cole Kmet receptions +3. I think this is like easy money here, right? I mean, he is basically the one consistent target that Badgett has. It was one of those before we were playing DJ Moore over receptions and didn't get it, because guess who he kept on going back to? This guy, Cole Kmet. So that means I'm also then going to take Cole Kmet over 19.5 yards receiving there as well. I mean, 3 catches, you got to average about 6 yards a catch. I think that's easy money, right? Easy money there on that one. All right, so here's some more plays. We're going to add this to our same game parlay. We're going to go ahead and just kind of split this in the middle. I'm going to take the Bears at +6.5, and I'm going to take the Panthers at +13.5. And you're like, what the heck are you doing? But I just think this is going to be a close game. Vegas thinks it's going to be a close game. There is probably not going, a whole lot of scoring going on, perhaps. I don't know. What do you guys think? I'll let you know in a second. But anyway, the Bears normally score 20.9 points per game. You looking at the Panthers, they average 17.5 points a game on offense. If we take a look at points allowed, the Bears allow 26.9. The Panthers allow 28.3. So we have to remember, right? There's pace on both sides. There's how many times you get the ball, how many sacks occur. I mean, there's a lot that goes into these numbers. But if we take a look at offensive and defensive performances, is really where we come up with these EPA numbers, right? So if I look at this, it's the Bears 19th and 26th on offense, Bears, Panthers. And then they're 28th and 31st on defense. I think this is just going to be a game. No one is going to blow out anyone here tonight. So I'm going to split the middle there, take Bears +6.5, Panthers +13.5. And then I'm going to tease that total all the way down to 28.5. And I'm going to go over that total because look, both of these two teams allow 28 points to their opponents. Both of them. Yeah. And again, I do feel like we're going to be able to have a couple scores in there. So this is a 7-leg parlay at BetMGM +525 odds. $20 pays you $125. Ultimately, I have the Bears winning this one outright by 5. So that's what my modeling shows. I also have it going over the 38.5. I have this one coming out at 40. Again, it's close. That's why we're going to go ahead and do some teasers. All right, you guys, what do you have to say? What do you have to say? Charles Sharp says, hey, exactly what I did. Over 232 on that Pacers game. Perfect. In the Bears, minus 99 and a half. The Bears are going to score 104 today. What? And he says, I can't wait for my Lions to whoop up on the Chargers. Ron, what if I'm not so sure about this one today? So I did my modeling yesterday, for the week. What if I like the Chargers by 3 in this one at home? What if I want to take the +3? The Lions have just not been playing very good on the road. They are currently only averaging like 17 points of offense on the road. I mean, I couldn't believe it either when I put the numbers together, but it doesn't look so great for them this week versus the Chargers in California. I don't know. Maybe me and Ron can go ahead and put a wager in on some Starbucks or something. He already said, you are gonna lose. All right. So, Ron, are we officially handshaking it? Like we're going to have a challenge here. I'll take the Chargers. You take the Lions. And we'll see how this one goes. A lot of times he doesn't want to give me the points. So hopefully you will. We'll see. All right, you guys. Well, hopefully you guys have a great day. Another winning day for sure. Ron says, wait, he's like, what? Montgomery's back. Well, yeah, sure he is. Sure. All right. So then what? Is Montgomery that much better than Jameer? I don't know. We'll see. He says, what about Donovan People-Jones? I don't know. What do you think? I mean, the Chargers defense has been pretty stout lately, so we'll see. But he says, yes, it's official. We're handshaking it. We're doing it. So we can come back on Monday for bragging rights of the Chargers and the Lions. Who is the victor in that one? Again, you guys, thanks for joining. Please go ahead and like, subscribe, click on the bell to get the latest notifications. Tony is super, super close to with getting 40,000. We want to go ahead and get him there. So make sure you get that done. Also, then go to Tony's website to purchase some picks if you're having a little bit of trouble. Sometimes that happens. Like you start out real good in football, you're winning. And then suddenly in the middle, we start to hit a little bit of a lull. So if you need some help with some picks, we got some of, like I said, some of the best cappers around. So make sure you go ahead, purchase one of those packages. Again, if we don't win, you get your credits back. So we want to make sure that you have a good experience at tonyspicks.com. Also make sure that you, take a look at some of the longer term packages. We do have 2-for-1 capper promotions. So you can get 2 cappers for the weekend for, say, college football. That would be pretty awesome as well to be in action all over the place. That's what I like to do. But I'm pretty excited for the card today. Hopefully you guys are too. Come back and see me tomorrow. You guys have a good day. We'll take care. Bye-bye.